what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by thunder. See the horizon, turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
And we're back with Season 6, Episode 15 of Genshin Impact. Anyways, let's get into the game because so much to do and so little time to do so. Alright, last episode we continued more of the Windblume Festival. We finished Act 1 of the event, and we managed to finish up 2 different challenges out of 3. Which are Floral Pursuit and Ballads of Breeze. Which, note, when I say finished, I mean, like, this one, yes, we got everything done of it. Whereas, this one, just normal and hard. We're not doing pro. Screw that crap. Just, yeah. Anyways, moving on. As for this episode, we are going to be doing Breezy Snapshots, which include taking 9 photos total, and continuing the main story for the event, which is Act 2 and Act 3, but who knows how long that's going to take, because normally these acts take forever. Really. Yeah. So yeah, that's going to be this episode. Okay, yeah. Anyways. I do have two. Yes, two things to say real quick before we begin, or should I say continue. Number one. This map is now 100% complete. Well, as by what the map says. There's actually still a few things left. And I know this because... Where am I at here? I still have a few more of these key sigils left. And so yeah. I need to still find out where these things go. And that's going to take forever trying to hunt down the remaining locations for where these pieces go. So yeah, it's going to be a while, but like I said, technically by map-wise, it's finally done. So, yay! Anyways, I have unlocked the 3 islands, and in order to do so, all you had to do was actually follow the one quest line that I showed in last episode, where it basically was connected to these 3 islands. And essentially what it would do, it will take you to 3 different locations, which, as you can see where the little fishing hook is, there's one location, which that one will of course take you here. This location here will take you here. And this location here will take you here. Now what happened is, which actually, you know what, I'll show it later, but essentially once you go to the spot, there'll be like a little floating orb that will then rise you up into the sky. So, well, not sky, but rise you up into the air, and it'll eventually put you through one of those portals that we've actually seen already right here, I think. Yeah, here, because this portal here takes us to this location. So, yeah, you've already seen the portals before. So, yeah, but anyways, those portals will take you to the 3 different locations. And then you complete that and blah, blah, blah. Anyways, some other news real quick about this location. Thanks to doing all the quests and stuff, I was actually able to finally get to the tippy top of the main tower structure on this map. Which, again, that'll be another thing I'll show once we head over there and check that out. But that won't be right now. That'll be later. Will be later. What else? Well, with that all being done, of course, as you can see at the top with the banner, of course, I have that banner now from completing the map entirely. And, oh, anyways, if anyone was wondering about my last banner I had, where's this at here? Name card, sorry. It's called name card, not banner. Where was it at? Oh, this one. Yeah, so I forgot to talk about this. I actually did finally get all of the Lumen Stone upgrades in the Chasm, which is that flashlight thing, this thing, okay? I was finally able to get that up to level 10, finally able to find all of the pieces, which, sadly though, map-wise, I'm still at 99% complete, but yeah. Well, actually, I think that's probably because we actually still have a few missions here, which we will eventually do later down the road. There's, I think, 2 more? I can't remember offhand. But yeah, we'll get back to that someday. Don't know when now. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, okay, one more thing. Last episode, I was talking about the new sword, and I was saying, like, oh, hey, it's apparently better than my current greatsword for Beto. And anyway, so here is just the pictures showing the stats and stuff. Now, note, though, I couldn't take the entire thing in one go. Like you see on the right, you'll see those two pictures are for the Rain Slasher, and on the left, you'll see those three pictures are for the Mailed Flower. But anyways, just use the right, for example, here with the Rain Slasher. Since I couldn't get the picture in with the stats, as you can see, I took two different... well, all of the stats, I should say. The weapon refinement is actually what was cut off of the one, so I just basically took another picture of all the details with the weapon refinement stats in the second picture, and you can see that again on the left side as well. So basically, yeah, you're seeing double in a few cases here, but yeah. Anyways, as for the left, I also included all the materials you actually need to upgrade the Mailed Flower. So once we ever go for that, I need like 15 of the one thing, 18 of the other, 27 of the... You get the idea. But yeah, there's all the stats. But anyways, looking at the stats specifically, I just want to take one quick minute to point this out. Which actually, let me bring it up on my end. Hold on. Alright, so as for the Rain Slasher, the max attack, base attack, is 510 damage. Whereas for the Mailed Flower, it's 565. So right off the bat, right there, it's stronger with the Mailed Flower, okay? Now, if we go back to the Rain Slasher for a second, the max Elemental Mastery is 165, whereas, going back to the Mailed Flower, it's 110. Now, real quick, before you'd say, oh, well, obviously that means the Rain Slasher wins in terms of the Elemental Mastery, yes and no. Because if you look at the weapon refinement for the Rain Slasher, not Rain Slasher, Mailed Flower, which is again on the left. Hold on. Yeah. If you look at the weapon refinement for the Mailed Flower on the left, weapon refinement rank 5 basically says, within 8 seconds after the character's elemental skill hits an opponent or the character triggers an elemental reaction, their attack and elemental mastery will be increased by 24% and 96 points, respectively. So, right off the bat, that will actually increase the base attack of that 565 by an additional 24%. And as for the 110, which is the Elemental Mastery, that goes up 96 points. Which right there makes the Elemental Mastery stronger than the 165 from the Rain Slasher. However, the only thing that I don't know, though, this is the only thing that I'm a little confused on, based on how it's phrased. It says within 8 seconds after the character's elemental skill hits an opponent. Okay, with that being said that way, in that order, does that mean that, say if I switch to Beta real quick, and then quickly use her elemental skill, does that first attack there with the elemental skill not get the extra percentages? You know, the 24 and the 96, well, the 96 points, I should say, that's not a percentage, but we'll say add a bonus, okay, we'll say it that way. That's the only part I don't know, and I won't be able to know until... well, until I can actually level the thing up and then try to run the numbers if I can. But, yeah, that's the only thing I'm confused on. Now, I mean, if that does work on that initial hit, then we're good. You know, then the Mailed Flower is obviously the stronger choice. So, anyways, I mentioned about this in last episode, and I said I wasn't going to get the stats in last episode or whatever it was, but I did it off camera between episodes, and there you go. There's all the stats on screen. So yeah. Anyways, let's get back to the game. And just give me a second to get rid of that. Okay. Anyways, one last... I know, one last thing. This is going to get literally a second. I swear this will take a second. I am one wish away from getting to pull another 10 for her. So, yeah. Which we'll actually do later in this episode once I get some more Primo Gems from the event here. Because actually, right now, we are at 51. I'm confident we'll... be able to get enough Primo Gems to get another wish in. Okay, now we can get back to the festival, which in this case is the pictures. Oops.
Cold beer after a hard day's work. Nothing like it. If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Okay, so it is pretty much that simple. We need someone from Mondstadt.
Let the wind lead.
Okay, next.
Onwards. We have work to do. Who's our target?
Thankfully, these are easy. Huh? Well, that was weird. That turned out really well. Oops. Oops.
The case before us is a strange and unprecedented one indeed. Sometimes the law is compatible with human nature, but sometimes the two conflict. Balancing the two is a discipline in its own right. I'll remind you again. The law can be both...
Okay, that finally completes all the pictures.
help and a hindrance.
Alright, with the limited points we have left, obviously these ones first. And... okay, so now I think we can finally continue the main story here. Except for the fact there's one thing we gotta do first real quick.
So...
The wishing genie for luck. I don't think I'm gonna get her on this pull, but I hope somehow we do. Because I really don't. I really want to be saving my wishes, you know. Well, here's for Dea. Yeah, we didn't get her. Well, I'll have one more try of full 10, I mean. And got another Benny constellation. This is 2. If I... Whoops. Two. In about 3 days, I'll be able to go up to 30 here, which would, if I get the battle pass thingy early. Normally, I wait till I finish it before buying it to get the all the extra stuff here. If I buy it early, that can give me 3 additional wishes, which in this case would bring me up to 5 right off the bat. But then between then and now, that'd be actually 3 extra promo gems, or not 3 promo gems, 3 extra wishes, just between the 3 days. Maybe a 4th from the event. Oh wow! So actually, I might be able to pull another 10 in 4 days. I think, yeah, about 4 days. Wow.
I charge a higher rate.
Oh, hey, this completes Bennett's constellations. Huh. So there's another character done. Which now that makes it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 characters done in terms of constellations. Alright, now we can finally continue.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Oh, I should have pulled the clock back. Oops.
Oh, Traveler, Paimon. I only just arrived myself, so I'm still getting ready. Ah, and Kale just passed by a moment ago. She said she had some things to sort out at the inn where she's staying, but she'll meet up with us when she's done. Apparently, Tighnari and Cyno both went out, but she stayed behind because she wanted to help us. Not too bad. After reviewing it again with fresh eyes, I came up with a new theory which seems to hold some water. I'll attempt to explain it as simply as I can. I believe that each of the 4 things in the prophecy refers to a different field of knowledge. So, in a way, the prophecy is a test of the reader's intelligence. But it's unlikely for any one person to have expertise in all these different areas. So I suggest that we seek out one expert from each and get their opinion. Also, in 2 out of the 4 areas, the prophecy seems to want us to find specific people. It may even turn out that the people themselves are the answers.
So it sounds like we should put our heads together and list out the people who can help us.
Exactly. I think we can go through each riddle in turn and generate 4 groups of names to match the 4 questions.
Alright, then let's start from group 1. The first riddle was, a flower that is not of this world.
Personally, I would still go with Albedo for this one. Alchemy is the most likely to have to do with otherworldly things, and he is by far the leading expert in this regard.
Exactly! You're the creator of the tetratanic sweet flower. Who knows? Maybe that's the flower we're looking for.
Huh? You really think so?
Oh, but what about Tighnari? He's a forest watcher and knows all about plants. If it's a flower we're looking for, maybe he's the man for the job.
All right. I'll add him to the list as well. On to Group 2. This subject is a guide who will never get lost.
That's kind of abstract. Does it just mean someone who never loses their way?
Wait, but they have to be able to guide others too. So it's not quite as simple as that.
Oh, you mean Mona? Yeah, she definitely counts.
Mona. Yes, she certainly seems very confident, and she can use her astrology to guide people.
Would Bennett count? Well, his luck's so bad that as long as you go in the opposite direction from him, you'll always be going the right way, right?
I see. I suppose I can't argue with that logic.
Add him to the list. Finding everyone won't take long, so one extra person won't hurt.
I know. Would Outrider Amber be a valid candidate for this category as well?
Yeah, she would! She's got a great sense of direction after all. As a matter of fact, when the Traveler and Paimon first came to Mondstadt, she was actually the one who gave us directions.
Yes, she's certainly a good guide.
Is there anyone else?
Let me think. Yes, I believe there may be one more. Albedo once made a set of equipment for Mika from the reconnaissance company. He's their surveyor and an exceptional pathfinder. He's even instructed others in the discipline of surveying before. So, in my view, he's highly unlikely to lose his way and would be very good at helping others find theirs.
Cool! Another one for our list!
Wait, Kale should have been here by now. Wonder what's taking her so long. Sorry, could we continue our chat somewhere else?
Oh, you wanna go see how she's doing, right? Sure, let's all go.
Hi, Kale. Hope we're not intruding or anything. Is everything okay?
Sucrose! I was preparing some stuff. Is it time already? Oh no, I'm sorry.
Don't worry. The Traveler and I only just met up. We were just worried that you might get lost along the way, so we thought that we'd come get you.
Thank you. I'm ready to join you now. How's that thing going?
So let's pick up where we left off.
Next up is the third line. One who would never lie. Anyone spring to mind? You really think so? Seems like it would be pretty difficult for someone in his position to avoid having to lie. Then what about Kaya? He's the cavalry captain and a rather popular figure, but... You think there's something fishy about him too, huh? Yeah, he's definitely a sneaky one. Bet he lies all the time. I can't help but agree with you there. There's the tone-deaf bard. But on second thought, he wouldn't qualify either. He talks way too much nonsense. Is there anyone else we're missing?
Acting Grandmaster Jean? She has a good name in that regard, but from what I know, she sometimes covers up the truth out of concern for those around her. For example, when Lisa loses track of time in the library and misses her patrol shift, Jean will come up with some excuse, like Lisa's ill today. Also, she sometimes makes up stories to get Klee to behave, Like the one about the big monster that comes to catch naughty kids who don't go to bed on time. Do you think that rules her out?
White lies are still lies, but do we really have to reject her because of some harmless fibs? It's not like she had evil intentions. No, we're the ones being strict.
Rosaria doesn't strike me as the type of person to lie. Oh, Kale, you probably haven't met her yet, have you? She's a sister from the church who looks, a little scary and not very sociable. She stopped by the alchemy bench once, a long time ago, and asked me about Albedo. I thought maybe she was trying to find him, for work or something. But when I asked, she just said that she was curious about him because he was so intelligent, and wanted to talk to his assistant to find out what he was like. A lot of people might have given a more tactful justification, but I could see in her face that she wasn't trying to hide anything. She was just very direct and straightforward. That's why I don't think of her as the lying type.
Rosaria doesn't look like the sort of person you'd want to get into a fight with. Maybe she just fights her way out of situations that some people might lie to get out of.
I can definitely see that. I've also heard the other sisters say that Rosaria doesn't even make excuses when she skips choir. She just doesn't show up.
She's a tough cookie, huh? Let's put her name down.
In that case, I think Sino fits in this list too.
Ah, true. Lying's probably more trouble than it's worth for someone like him. Kinda like with Rosaria. Oh, and Paimon also nominates Razor. Bet he couldn't lie to save his life.
I've also got someone else in mind. Noelle, the trainee knight. She's a very honest person. I don't think she'd tell a lie.
Alrighty, write her name down too.
Wait, there's one more person. You know, our long-standing staffer at the alchemy bench.
Huh? You mean Timaeus?
Yes, him. Truth be told, he's been love-struck recently. He swore that he wouldn't say a dishonest word or slack off until he succeeds in getting the woman he loves.
Timaeus has a crush?
Yes, that's right.
Well, who is it? Do you know her?
I've never met her. All I know is that she's from Liyue. Timaeus says that she's fun, has a great personality, and is very, very good looking. Since we're on the topic, helping Timaeus win the lady of his dreams was also one of my goals for this Windblume festival.
But how can we help with that?
I don't know. Make sure he uses nice paper and a fancy envelope when he sends letters to her. Help him pick a nice gift and wrap it properly. That sort of thing.
Yeah. I had the same situation once in the Avidia Forest. I helped another forest ranger out by delivering a love letter to the coworker she likes.
Yep, that sort of thing exactly. Oh, also, I helped him with some of the groundwork for one of his research projects. He must have appreciated it, because he gave me a refrigeration device that he's been developing as a thank you gift.
Is it any good?
I mean, it looks nice.
Sounds like a no.
Alright, guess we'll put Loverboy down on the list then.
Okay, so last of all, we have a legend that never ends. Anyone come to mind for this particular line?
Lisa, perhaps? A librarian understands books best, and aren't most legends written down somewhere?
When I think about legends, fairy tales and picture books come to mind.
Maybe Kale. She read a lot of fairy tales when Tainari was teaching her to read.
Oh, do I count?
Of course you do. I'll put you on the list. I prefer to read things like an illustrated analysis of alchemical substances and their uses, the fascinating principles of crafting, and hypotheses of life.
Point taken. Paimon didn't quite understand any of those.
Klee might be a good choice. Her mother, Alice, is a renowned traveling author, so I'll bet she's been exposed to all sorts of myths and legends.
Alright then, Klee makes the shortlist.
Well, that should just about do it. Next up, we should go and ask the people on the list about the prophecy.
Do we have to ask absolutely everyone on the list? It seems like a lot of people.
It is. So, I was thinking that perhaps we should split up. That might make our search more effective.
Okie dokie.
Also, I thought of a method of gathering feedback.
No problem. We can do that.
You and the Traveler are practically joined at the hip, so you two can go together. I'll pair up with Kale.
Capable Kale and sensible Sucrose. Sounds like a winning combination. Okay. I promise I'll help. Capable Kale. Yeah, I got this. Rest assured that the unbeatable Traveler and Paimon will do our part too. Off we go.
I plan on starting from the person with the most defined stronghold. So let's go to the library. Lisa should be there.
Stronghold. That's an, interesting word to use.
Maybe den? No, that's even worse.
How about layer?
I was not expecting this.
Here we are. Lisa's lair.
Oh no. That was a bad word choice. Now Sucrose is using it. It's all my fault.
Lisa, might I ask if... Huh?
Sucrose. Kale. What are you doing here?
I can only sucrose that they were Kale-ing on someone. At least that's as far as I know.
Oh, please, just stop it with these puns. I beg you. Are you trying to win worldwide fame for unfunny jokes?
Actually, that one was really, really good.
Is Lisa not here at the moment?
Surprising, isn't it? She went out. I'm afraid it's just us here looking for information.
Except me. I'm not here for information. Like you, I came here for an abortive search for the librarian, who is also my academia senior.
Oh, so you studied in the same darshan as Lisa?
That's right. Her mentor in Sumeru was also my benefactor. We were both Spontamod students.
Wow, that's cool. But wait, we're getting sidetracked. We came here to look for some information. Kale and I are investigating a prophecy, and we were hoping you all might be able to help.
Oh? What sort of prophecy?
I see. You want to ask them about the flower that is not of this world, and me about the one who would never lie.
But there's no rush. You don't need to answer right away. We're just here to tell you about the situation. You can take your time to think it over and submit any thoughts you have in written form to the Sucrose mailbox.
The Sucrose mailbox?
Yep. I was thinking about it on the way. And although they seem like trick questions, there's a lot to mull over once you get down to the details. A quick answer off the top of your head might not go into enough depth. So, I decided to place a mailbox next to the alchemy crafting table. Everyone can submit their written answers there when they're ready. We don't have to call it the Sucrose mailbox, though. It could just as well be called the Sucrose and Kale mailbox. Or even the Sucrose, Kale, Traveler, and Paimon mailbox.
I think in this case, we can just go with your quick answer off the top of your head.
Sounds like a good solution. Certainly more reliable than verbal discussion alone.
Agreed. Certainly when it comes to discerning whether someone is a liar or not, you cannot simply take them at their word.
Understood. Once we've had a look into it, we'll place our replies into your mailbox.
Thank you all so much. Okay, let's tick them off the list and carry on working our way down.
Already done.
I'm pleasantly surprised to see those two introverts getting along so well.
Do you get the feeling that Kale's return to Mondstadt has emboldened her more contrarian side?
Yes, I'd noticed that too.
Traveling and meeting old friends are both good for the body and soul. And isn't rediscovering one's youth while revisiting old haunts a worthwhile pursuit?
When I first met Kale, she'd never known happiness or youth, but things are different now. Her Elazar being cured was a huge milestone in her life.
Kale is a very sensitive and introverted child. I'm sure you must have noticed that too, Albedo. From the time she's been in my care, I've observed that she's actually a very lively character by nature. But she had a very rough start in life, and it changed her.
So, might I assume that your respective claims of looking for plants and artists in Mondstadt were just pretexts?
I wouldn't say that. Both Kale and Genius Invocation TCG are very important to me.
Would it really kill you to just say yes in this situation?
Fine. Yes, we came out of concern for Kale. She's been back to Mondstadt of her own accord several times, but it has led to no significant improvement in her mood.
Well, it won't hurt to give her some more time. I believe that Sucrose might be able to help her.
Sounds like an extension of your own self-confidence as her teacher.
You could say that. In a similar vein, I've heard that Sumeru scholars often build their social relationships based on their academic ones. Is that true?
I suppose it might look like that from your perspective. Sumeru society is something of a special case. The reason it is known as the City of Learning is because all of its resources are in some way linked to academia. As such, academic resources equate to social capital. It is not unheard of, for example, for people to build a family in order to pursue further studies. But the relationship between the three of us is not an academic one turned social. We've never even worked on a paper together for starters.
Oh, so the academic paper is the nexus of the academic family. Interesting.
I would think of us more as siblings. An equal and pure relationship, unaffected by academic considerations.
As much as I'd prefer not to admit it, that statement is not inaccurate.
I can understand that position. I have a younger sister myself, and it's only natural for me to be protective of her. What you describe fits the idea of a city of learning, as I imagine it. The family is where all social relationships intersect. As such, a family founded on common goals may actually be more stable. By the way, who's the eldest between you?
Let's not go down this rabbit hole, please.
In terms of age, I'm the eldest, of course. He just doesn't want to admit it.
But your mental age is younger than that. I dare say even by enough to be the youngest sibling. Perhaps I could bring Kale into this happy family to be your elder sister.
No. You will never see me admit to being the youngest sibling. Except perhaps as a last-ditch effort to turn the tables in a game of cards.
Guess we'll leave Kale and Sucrose to it. Fingers crossed all goes well for them. Now then, where should we go first? Let's try our luck at the bulletin board, shall we? A lot of people tend to show up there at some point in the day. Maybe we'll get lucky. people here. Huh? Even Lisa's here.
Hey there, Traveler and Paimon. It's been a while. How have you been?
We've been doing pretty well.
You look surprised, cuties. Is it because of me?
Teacher is not at the usual place.
Oh, please. It's not as if I'm glued to my chair. I like to get out for a little fresh air every once in a while. Mika's here today, so I thought it'd be a good time to introduce him to Bennett and Razor. They're all out and about quite often, so it's helpful for them to get to know one another.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mika. I look forward to working with you.
No need to be so formal. We've known them for ages. They're cool.
Windblume. Fun?
Actually, we haven't gotten to the fun part yet. We've been busy investigating a prophecy.
A prophecy? What kind?
A good one or a bad one?
Gosh, that all sounds quite fascinating.
I can't believe I made it onto your list of names. You really think I'll be able to help?
Believe in yourself. Right. Believe in yourself. You're a first-rate adventurer, Bennett.
Okay, then in that case, I'll step up and present my thoughts on the matter. Except I forgot I'm not really good at organizing my thoughts. Oops.
Oh, there's no need to tell us all of your thoughts right here and now. Sucro said she'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench, so you can just write down your thoughts when they come to you, and drop them there.
A meticulous and efficient plan. Yep, that sounds like sucrose.
I will think also. Give me some time.
You still have other people on your list that you need to go see, right? We should leave you to it. Don't worry about us. We'll drop off our letters at the mailbox as soon as we're done.
Okay, bye for now. Let's head over to Star Snatch Cliff next. Maybe we'll be able to find some people there. And even if we don't find any familiar faces, you can see really far from up at the top. Maybe we can find people that way.
Oh, you're working so hard. Do be sure to get some rest when you can. If you get tired, you know you're always welcome to visit me for a break and a cup of tea.
Where to next? Let me check my notes. Huh, this way.
Got it. Kale, please follow me. Oh, it's our lucky day. There are several people over there.
Amber? Wow, and Eula's with her too.
Oh, it's Sucrose! And Klee also spies. The girl with the long scarf.
Kale, we were just talking about you. Ah, right. I don't think you've been introduced to Noelle before. Kale, this is Noelle, maid of the Knights of Favonius.
Nice to meet you, Kale. I missed you the last few times you were in Mondstadt, so I'm glad to finally meet you in person.
Oh, nice to meet you too, Noelle. My name is Kale. But you already knew that.
Relax, you two. There's no need to be so courteous. We're not on some kind of diplomatic mission here.
Klee, what are you doing here? Are you planning to blast some fish?
Nope. Klee's on patrol with the other knights.
Huh. Now that you mention it, it looks like everyone here is a Knight of Favonius except for Kale and me.
I'd heard that there was a very young knight in the ranks, but it's still a surprise to see with my own eyes.
Kale, what do you do?
I'm a trainee forest ranger in the Avidia Forest.
Trainee?
It means I'm not officially a fully qualified forest watcher yet. I'm still learning.
Oh, you're just like me. I'm still working towards becoming a fully qualified knight.
Technically, though the distinction is hardly relevant right now. This isn't a very formal patrol. We're just chatting.
Don't panic, Kale. Just pick a topic and join the conversation. Don't panic. Whatever you do, don't panic. It's just Amber and her friends. There's no need to be nervous.
Let me guess. Were you chatting about the new guests in town?
Yep. A few folks from Sumeru have come to visit, so we're brainstorming a few nice surprises for them.
Amber!
Sorry, at least I didn't say anything about what the surprises are.
Oh no. How am I supposed to join this conversation now? What do I say to that?
Speaking of nice surprises, we've actually had a fairly big one recently.
What kind of surprise? Tell me! I'm saved. Sucrose is giving me a lead-in. Now, I just need to follow on from what she's already started talking about.
What an interesting prophecy. I have no idea what the answers could be, though.
So essentially, you're gathering information to help you solve the riddles, correct? I'll do my best to help.
Thank you so much, Eula.
Anytime.
There's no need to answer right away. We'll put a mailbox next to the crafting bench for people to drop us a note once they've thought of something.
I'll drop something in there for sure.
Nice idea. I think we can all commit to writing a note. We'll see what we can come up with.
Yep, don't worry. You can count on us. But we do have to finish our patrol first.
What route are you taking today?
We started in the Stormbearer Mountains, and we'll end at the city gates. You'd be very welcome to join us, but it sounds like you're pretty busy with all this.
No. There's always next time. We'll join up with you after we're done working through this prophecy.
Oh, yeah, so, we'll be on our way for now.
See you later. Have a safe trip back.
Are you okay, Kale?
Was it that obvious?
No, not at all. It just looked like you had something on your mind.
So that means it was obvious.
Whatever's bothering you, you can talk to me about it if you want. I'm happy to help.
Thanks, Sucrose. Well, the truth is, I don't really know how to act around Amber and the others.
Really? I thought you two were good friends.
We are. Amber's a really important friend to me. I don't know. I guess if I'm being completely honest, the problem's probably with me. The first time I came to Mondstadt, I was really immature. I didn't want to let people in, and I was generally pretty awful to everyone. Amber was the one person who didn't give up on me, and if it wasn't for her persistence, I wouldn't have found a friend at all. Without Amber, I might not even be here today. And because of that, I really look up to her. I think of her as my role model, and hoped that maybe one day, I could learn to be like her. But after trying and failing for several years, I think I finally realized. I'm no Amber, and I never will be. Looking back, it seems silly that I ever thought like that. We're nothing alike at all. My personality's so... weird. I always get so anxious and I overthink everything.
Aw, Kale, don't say that.
Sucrose? Would it be okay if I told you a bit about my past?
already knew bits and pieces about her. But still, why did she have to go through all that?
I'm sorry. We've only just met and I'm already dumping all of this on you. This is why I get so frustrated at myself. I'm always doing this. I get into a spiral of self-doubt, and then I end up having to find somewhere to vent it all out.
No, it's fine. I'm really glad that you're willing to tell me all this. People don't open up about their deepest feelings unless they really trust the other person. Don't you think? At least, I think it's kind of an honor. And, I mean, you've probably noticed by now, but I don't have the best social skills either. I always just end up talking about the things I'm interested in, and going on and on. But even so, you still listen to me when I talk my head off about alchemy. It's a relief to listen to you talking about yourself for once. If you hadn't told me all of those things, I never would have guessed that you struggle so much. Honestly, I feel like we're very similar people.
Really?
Yeah. Everyone has their own problems to deal with. I certainly do. All the feelings that you talked about just now, I totally get it. It takes so much more effort for us introverts to fit into a crowd. When you were saying about how you try to think about what to say in advance, and you're constantly terrified of saying the wrong thing and making things awkward, I relate to that so much. Oh, and also that part about studying under a genius. In fact, before meeting you, I'd never met anyone who seemed so similar to myself. Oh. I'm not very good at giving words of comfort or anything, and I'm not gonna tell you to just get over it or stop worrying about it. How about we just sit here for a little while? We don't have to force a conversation if we can't think of anything. We can just sit here together.
Sucrose has stopped talking, but for some reason, this doesn't feel awkward at all. Maybe she's right, and we're more similar than I realized. In Sumeru, I always like to find a quiet place to just sit and watch the scenery, but it's always by myself. I never thought there'd be a day when I could do this with someone else by my side. Mondstadt's breeze is so gentle and soft.
Hey, Kale. See that cloud over there? Doesn't it look like one of my test tubes?
I don't think so. Sorry.
Then, maybe we're not quite on the same wavelength on everything. At least, not when it comes to looking at clouds in the sky.
Thank you, Sucrose. I feel much better after talking to you.
Yeah, it helps a lot, doesn't it? I also vent to my flasks sometimes. The next time I get the chance, I have to show you my Tetratanic Sweet Flower and my Tetratanic Windblume.
Your Tetra... what?
2 of my favorite things I've made. They're really cool. I think you might like them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll definitely have to show them to me sometime.
I brought some crackers with me. You want one? There's cheese flavor or tomato flavor.
Sure. I'll try the cheese one.
Aw, look! They're enjoying the scenery together.
Shall we go play with them?
No, it's fine. Let them sit for a while.
We're not what Kale needs right now. She needs a new friend. Someone different who's never met her before.
I don't get it. Is there a difference?
There is. You'll understand once you're a little older, Klee. People can draw different kinds of strength from different kinds of friends. And right now, Kale needs someone that's just not the same old me.
That little conversation there just brought up a very interesting question that I don't know if it's possible or not, but as the years go on in real life and relating to this game, like how we have these events and how each year they have, like for example, just between those two events, Lantern-Rite and Summertime Odyssey, I don't know about Summertime Odyssey, but I know Lantern-Rite did point out, hey, it's a different year, yada yada yada. So one thing I'm wondering is, as we go along in years in this game, of course relating to real life, do the characters actually age in the game? I mean, of course, now visually, no. But I'm saying, like, mentally and stuff. Or do they stay the same? So the best way to explain what I'm asking is, like, say, for example, Klee. Say if she is, of course, X age, whatever, say year 1, whenever she comes in the game. Of course, now she's already in the game, yada, yada, yada. But, say, like, 5 years down the road. Is she 5 years older? Or is she still the same age, mentally wise and all this stuff, from year 1 to year 5, higher, whatever. And it's just that whenever
like the situation has changed
they said at the end of the cutscene there, whenever Amber said, not quite old enough yet, it's like, wait, since this game does yearly stuff, do they age? Will Klee ever, get older in terms of mentally to be able to, and again, I'm just using Klee as an example, but there's actually quite a few characters in the entire roster that, the question would go out to and whatnot. However, there's some other characters, though, where the question means nothing, because, like, for example, Venti here, yeah, for how old he is, and even him, and yeah, there's a lot of others that it doesn't matter, okay, because, they've been around for a very long time. But, like, Dona, Klee, there's another one here. Oh, well, the main characters we're going through with right now, Collei, Sucrose, like them. Will they be, 5 years older once we pass 5 years? So yeah, so basically, it just, I wonder if they'll do that for the characters. So, like, because, like, right now, as, like, again, boom, going back to Klee, since that's the best example, because she's literally, I think, the youngest across the whole roster, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait, no. Yeah. Yeah, for a brief second I was thinking about this one, but no, she's supposed to be, like, really old. Oh, there's also this kid. Okay, I'm not sure who's old. Well, no. You know what? Mentally wise, I think she's older. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, Klee would be the youngest on the roster, I think. If I'm understanding all the characters correctly. But yeah, it's just that, will she still be, like, confused about everything? Like, like, final year of the game, and it's like, will she still be saying, well, what's this mean? What's that mean? Or is she gonna be like the rest of the characters and be like, oh, yes, I know what this is, I know what that is, blah, 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 blah. You get the idea. But yeah, I never actually thought about it before until just recently here. And that cutscene definitely pointed it out. Because, I mean, like, same thing with, like, the characters, how they meet up in these events and stuff and whatnot. Like, the following years, then they refer back to it, like, oh, hey, yeah, I know you, yada, yada, yada. Even though in the main game, they never meet, but in these events, they do, and just, yeah.
Paimon hopes we find someone we need here.
Help! Oh, I beg you, please don't let go!
Who's that yelling? Let's hurry and take a look. Timaeus? And we also have Rosaria and Mona? What kind of mishmash ensemble is this?
Good question. What kind of a motley crew is this?
It's been a while, Traveler.
You two are looking pretty good. I trust you've been well.
Yep, we're definitely faring a lot better than this poor guy on the ground.
Hey, please don't rub salt in my wound. I really have been trying my best.
Oh, you're one to talk. If this sister hadn't grabbed you in time, then you'd have been seriously hurt, if not dead.
I know. I really am grateful, miss. I can't thank you enough.
Don't mention it. Just lending a hand.
Quite literally. And had she not lent him a hand and pulled him up, he would have gone tumbling down the cliffside.
What happened? Did Timaeus almost fall off the cliff?
Well, so what actually happened was I came to Star Snatch Cliff today to pick some flowers and ran into Mona on the way. She took a look at her scry glass and advised me to turn back because it would be dangerous.
But you still came up here anyway?
Well, yes, I did, because there's something I just had to do.
Oh, I hardly think giving flowers to your crush is worth throwing one's life away for.
It's rare to run into someone with a death wish in this area.
I don't have a death wish. I just didn't think it would really come true. I mean, when Mona said it would be dangerous, I thought I'd be fine as long as I watched my step cautiously. I'm sorry, okay? I was wrong. I'm telling you, I'm just here chasing the love of my life. Love-struck Mondstadters is what the Windblume Festival's all about.
Okay, that explains you. But why is Rosaria here?
I was looking for a quiet place to escape the crowds. I wasn't planning on having to save a life along the way.
So that's why the scryglass just showed danger instead of fatal danger.
Very funny. Anyway, Traveler and Paimon, what brings the two of you to Star Snatch Cliff?
Just trying our luck. We've got a lot of people we need to see today, so we've been all over the place. Actually, you're some of the people we were looking for.
Huh?
I see. So, all we'll need to do is find some clues, make a note, and drop it off at the mailbox?
I can't believe there's a prophecy like this, let alone that I have a part to play in it. Oh, I guess this means everyone will find out about my crush now. I came here because I wanted to give some Cecilias to the girl I love. They'll really suit her. She's...
No one asked. Please, do not subject us to your gushing about your girlfriend.
Oh, you saw right through me.
You said you need clues, right? Well, in that case, Mona Magistus the astrologist will provide you with a personally handwritten letter. Just wait for it to show up in your mailbox.
You can be on your way now. We won't keep you any longer.
All right, then let's head back for now and meet up with everyone else.
Will do. This is all so embarrassing. Thank you both.
Alright, two quick things. Number one, follow up on what I was saying earlier. There's actually one other main thing that kind of supports what I was talking about, which is how all the characters have birthdays. Whoops. As you can see at the top right. So, it's like, do they age or not, you know? At least mentally, you know. Of course, like I already said before, that no, I don't expect them to visually change at all. No. But just mentally, do they age in this game? So anyways, that's the one thing. The second thing, which actually, this is kind of the nutty part about this entire part 2, this event so far, which is, I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but every single group we've gone to, there's at least one playable character I don't have from every group, which I found very, very funny, how it was exactly one from every group. So, from the last group, we had Mona. From the first group in the library, it was Albedo. From the group near the windmill slash... Well, basically the last one we were at just beforehand, Eula. And, I mean, yeah, well, okay, well, there actually, no, there would have been 2 then for... the library, now I think about it. I forgot about him. I don't know how, but I just totally forgot about him for a second there. But still, for the most part, it's still definitely at least one person missing from each group. Definitely. But it was a little nutty to me. Well, anyways, here's hoping that someday we'll eventually get those characters. See, what I'm really hoping is that they'll start doing a lot of banners of characters I already have. So that I can focus on building up my wishes. Because it's driving me absolutely insane. They keep putting out banners of characters I either want or need. Back to back to back. It makes it hard to build up the wishes. Now, there has been a few different banners I've passed up. For example, like her banner, I passed up. I want to say I'd passed him up, but no, actually I was going for someone else, I think. Was it? No. Was it him? No, there was someone else at the time I was going for. But anyways. Alright, I'm hoping that this next cutscene will be the wrap-up for part 2. I'm hoping. Oh, also, it was interesting to find out earlier that the girl that we were looking for, what was it, last episode or whatever it was, that yeah, she's in Lilu, so we're not going to find her in Mondstadt. We'd have to look down here to find out whoever it is. But it would take too long to try to look for her right now.
We're back! Oh, but it looks like you two beat us. Welcome back. Did everything go well? Yep, we managed to find and talk to everybody.
We got back a little early, so we took some time just now to put the mailbox together. We got really lucky today. The vendors were feeling super generous, so we didn't even need to pay for the materials. It's just a shame that Kale got a splinter.
Don't worry about me. I'm used to working in the rainforest. I get splinters all the time. I've already taken care of it.
We've already wrapped up everything on our to-do list for today. So, all we need to do now is wait for everyone's letters to arrive. Traveler, Paimon, why don't you get some rest while I keep an eye on the mailbox?
You're definitely your master's student, Sucrose. As long as you or Albedo are around, Paimon can relax and know that everything's taken care of.
Stop. You're embarrassing me.
Wait. Actually, there's one thing that still needs taking care of. Paimon's starving. Hey, Traveler, you wanna get dinner? Your treat.
I'll go with Sucrose to return the leftover materials to the vendors. You two, go get a proper meal. We can't have anyone going hungry.
Yeah, now would be a good time for a break. Once everything is ready, let's meet up here again and collate all the information we've gathered.
Sounds like a plan.
Wait, who was that? Well, that was weird. Anyways, I like this little mailbox. That's neat. Oh, anyways, when I was showing the different characters, of course the only one I didn't show, which we don't have, which is not even available yet, is the kid that was here. Him.
This one, and this one, ooh, and this one. Hey, Paimon's really hungry! And don't forget, Paimon's also ordering for you, too. It's not like Paimon's gonna eat everything by herself. Ooh, Paimon is super full.
Is everything packed up and ready? What do you think about meeting up at 5 to go to my house?
Yes, everything's ready. I've packed some great wine and smoked ham. Oh, your parents will love it.
Ham? Look, we've known each other for quite some time now. Don't you think it's been long enough for you to remember that we only eat bacon in my house?
I must remember to get some milk today on my way home. Please, feel free to pay a visit to Cat's Tail anytime.
Enjoying the scenery?
Oh, Tone Deaf Bard! Are you here for some food as well?
Oh, I can put something on your tab? Well, that's a pity. I already had a few drinks before coming here. I shall take you up on your kind offer another day. There should be no shortage of opportunities in the future. Anywho, you should be getting ready to thank me. I come bearing good news.
What kind of good news?
Behold!
What is it?
It's what you need the most right now. The answer to the prophetic puzzle. Simply head to the location marked on the map and you'll find the lantern you've been looking for. However, if I were you, I wouldn't just go and reveal the secret right away. As you've seen, a lot of people have been laboring hard to uncover the answer. A secret is like a well-aged brew. The aroma from the bottle is sweetest when revealed in the company of friends. Then it's settled. I'll leave you to your business for now. Feel free to find me for a chat again once you're done working through the prophecy. Also, if you have some time, we could organize another fast-track love poem class.
Oh, you're starting that up again?
I sure am. Nobody else has signed up this year, though, so the duty to learn falls on you. Anyway, see you later.
Venti always looks so relaxed whenever we run into him. Paimon can't help but be jealous.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, could I chat with you for a moment?
Oh? Who are you?
You may call me Scarlet. Just like you, I'm a traveler visiting Mondstadt from another land. Mind if I buy you a drink?
Leaving the door open for another time, I see. I can tell that you've dealt with a lot of people during your travels.
You can tell? Well, we are very experienced adventurers after all.
I can. That's why I tried to strike up a conversation with you in the first place. I was on my way to go shopping earlier when I overheard your conversation next to the crafting bench. From what I could gather, you were trying to investigate a bizarre prophecy?
Yep, bizarre is definitely the word.
Don't you think it sounds just like the kind of story that would happen in Mondstadt? Anyway, that's why I wanted to ask you a favor. If and when you manage to unravel the answer to the prophecy, could you let me know what it is? Not so much the prophecy itself, but Mondstadt as a nation. That's what I'm interested in. I was born in a distant land, but I have family and friends who once lived in Mondstadt for a long time. They said that it's a great place full of fairy tales and romance and recommended that I come for a visit. As it happens, someone I know has an anniversary coming up soon. So I figured this would be a good time to come here and see all the sights that she once saw.
What do you think about Mondstadt so far?
It certainly lives up to its name as the city of romance and freedom.
We think so too.
So, about the prophecy. Thank you. You're very friendly. It's been a real pleasure to meet you. I'll leave it to you then. Hope you continue to enjoy the city and have a wonderful day.
She definitely isn't dressed like a local, huh? Where do you think her hometown could be?
Based on her clothing, and I'm probably wrong about this, I feel like she's from, and again, I'm probably going to mispronounce this, Snezhnaya, which is the wintry region. So that's where I think she's from. But that's just my best guess.
Please find me a flower that is not of this world, and a guide who will never get lost. Find me one who would never lie, as well as a legend that never ends. I never thought I'd have someone secretly following me, even in a free city like Mondstadt. Good day to you, miss.
Oh, good. They finally completed part 2.
Could that be referring to the real Windblume? Today's recommendation is...
Alright, I need to see where this is going to be at.
It's time! It's time! Let's go meet Sucrose and Kale at the crafting bench!
Oh, over there.
I wonder how many bouquets I'll receive.
Okay, so how long? It took what, like about an hour, I think, to go through.
All right, maybe I'll take one.
So we got about at least, if
if
it's about the same time, we got at least an hour to go on this event, I think. Anyways, since we're not gonna we're not gonna start part 3 in this episode, we'll do that in next episode, so we can just go from beginning to end, you know, in next episode. But for right now, let's do some other stuff real quick. Let's go here so I can show a few things I mentioned earlier in this episode at the beginning. Since we have a little extra time. So anyways, I had to do this long quest, which took me there. I believe somewhere's there. Oh, I can't remember where the third one was at. Well, there was 3 locations I had to go to basically... Here, you know what? Let me back up a second. So once at that location I was just at, once you kind of like get in there and then interact with the guy that'll be in there and start this one quest, what you can do is go to 3 locations that are actually like this, even though the other 2 are not shown up like this though. But essentially it has the seals around it. Alright, once you fill in all the seals, then there'll be an NPC you talk to, and then it'll start a little battle, which then you have to battle some monsters and stuff at the location, and after you take out the monsters, then you'll get one of those things that was shown in the other room. Which, note, there's normally 2 sentinels here. They're not there at the moment because I already cleared them out earlier. But anyways, as I was saying, once you clear out the monsters at the 3 locations, complete the little quest at each location, you'll get one of these items here. Which then once you put all 3 items on the 3 different pedestals, then this little portal, or not portal, thing, I don't even know what you call this, will appear. And then you can actually take this all the way up to up there. Now, it's not as simple as I'm saying it. There's a lot more involved, but that's basically the general gist, though. So it gives you an idea of what to do or what happened, and here's the one guy. Which actually, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the guy that created this whole thing. Yeah. Yeah, he's the one who created this contraption. But anyways, of course, up here, then we can see everything. It's funny, ever since we came to this location, I've wanted to come up to the top here, and I think the walls, if I remember correctly, wouldn't let me climb them. I'll have to test that. But either way, I'm just glad that we can finally come up here. Sadly, you cannot stand on this. It'll just slide you off. You can stand on the thing I just passed. Because I did test that. But anyways, actually, even if we could climb this, I don't think we would have enough stamina to get up there. I can maybe see us getting about halfway, which is this point here. You know, using the correct characters and whatnot. Maybe even correct items to give additional stamina. If you can stand on those things over there, maybe... yeah. And then from here, up there, and then maybe use those, like, window-looking things, maybe, to get some additional stamina. And, yeah, I guess you could make it up there. As long as it lets you climb from down here. Let's test. Because, see, I had not had the time... Okay, yeah, you can. I just had not had the time to test that, since it was going to be such a long, massive climb. But, like I was just showing, it does look like it is plausible to climb up there. But then again, maybe you couldn't climb before the thing... Because, see, that one thing all the way at the tippy top we were standing on was not there originally. So maybe we might not even have been able to climb this before. Maybe we can just now climb it now. I don't know. But either way, at least after you complete everything, then yeah, you can climb it. I might try to test that someday if I ever get the time, but I don't know. Anyways, as for the portals I was talking about... Right there. It looks like the thing is still here. Good. Now, once you unlock the waypoints, then you don't even have to use these portals anymore. I'm just doing it right now just to show.
Take it easy.
Anyways, as for this island, this is where we're at. Uh-oh. But essentially, you'll have to complete a quest at each of the islands, which will have you find these tears that you need to grab. And then you have to, like, talk to some guy at the top of each of the 3 islands after grabbing all the tears. And then after you complete each one, then this little area will kind of light up with this really neat looking, like, beam of light, so to speak. I don't even know what you want to call this. But anyways, the tears look like that right there. The little thing on the inside. That looks like a tear. That's why I'm calling them tears. I don't remember what they were actually called. But yeah, there's one island. There's another island. And then for the final island. But anyways, yeah, I'm just trying to do a quick little tour here of each island, because I did promise a while back that I would show and explain everything, since I didn't actually show this on camera. When I went through it. This island, however, was a little different now I think about it. This one didn't exactly have us collecting tears. This one was basically a huge battle arena. Where when I got to this location here, these 4 statues had like shields around them. And once I lit up all 4 of these... I don't even know what you want to call them. Pestles, lights, I don't know. Then, of course, like I said, there was a massive battle here. Went against a lot of waves of a lot of different types of enemies. And then afterwards I had to, like, interact with each of these statues. And then allowed me to go over here and activate this tower here. As for this thing, which I actually did show in an earlier episode, there's actually more codes of this right here located around the map. You have to find and whatnot, and just basically either take a picture or write it down, or have a great memory and memorize. And when you come back, then you can just do another one of these puzzles, and follow in whatever you found at the location, which is again like this but different order, and it will get you a chest each time. However, note though, if there is an NPC standing here, then you can't do it, so you have to like actually do the little quest with the NPC first. Just basically talk to him to get him out of here first, and then it will allow you to continue working on the little puzzle. As for the guy that you have to talk to get to the 3 islands, that'd be this guy right here. which apparently my marker's a little off. I'll fix that later. And then once you complete all the islands, he'll have like a long thing, he says. Which I'll just skim through this now, because we can actually go back to this later on, and you can learn all these different things here. So, yeah. Well, maybe I'll go back to that. I don't know. Since I didn't really show all the quests and stuff associated with that, I don't even know if it'd be worth it to show it. But anyways, there's a lot of secrets, a lot of hidden stuff throughout this entire map. And it took quite a long time to locate everything. Well, when I say everything so far. Like I said, I still am missing, which I still need to look around for, where these seals here go. Or sorry, not seals, sigils. Key sigils. Yeah, so I gotta figure out where they go. And I think that will conclude the tour of this map. I think. I don't think there was anything else I was supposed to show. Oh, wait, yes there is. One final thing. If I can remember where it's at. I want to say it's here.
I got a new letter from an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
Okay, I was just checking to see if there's any more sigils. Is this the location? Yes, here it is. Yeah, so there'll be like a quest you'll do for a character that will be in this area here. He'll be standing right here, which of course you gotta do a little bit of puzzle solving to get to him. But then after you do his quest, then this thing will show up, which this is what's really, really neat, where we actually have access to one of these star bridges again. Well, I say star bridge, but I'm referring it to the bridges we had in Summertime Odyssey. Those were so neat. We actually saw them in the in Mona's Islands for the Summertime Odyssey, and now of course this here of course came first. You know, Summertime Odyssey came second. I mean, well, that one anyways, that event. So yeah, but anyways, it's just we were on you know, in this series we went to Summertime Odyssey first. But anyways, it's just nice though that even though this is real short, at least I can go on another one of these little bridges for just a few feet, because it just, again, to me they're really, really neat. But anyways, the guy, he'll then show up like right here, and you talk to him, and then you, and actually this quest here is tied to, the reason why I'm bringing this up, another, well, one of the main reasons, is it's actually tied to the quest that's over here, where you have to get the 3 pieces and whatnot, and then go up to the tippy top of the tower. Yeah, that's like, it's actually all tied together. So actually, like, this spot here would be the last spot you'll technically go to if you finished up everything else. I think story-wise, well, you know what? No, I don't. Well, I think. Okay, well, I'm gonna say what I think I remember here. If I'm not mistaken, story-wise, I think once you complete it, it releases the spirits so that they can move on, so to speak. But as we already know from like the guy that was up here, he's still here. So yeah, now, well, also the guys over here. So I mean, there's still NPCs here. It didn't wipe them all out. It just story-wise got send a lot of NPCs onwards, if you will. Again, if I'm understanding correctly when I was trying to go through it. Alright, I think that would be it. What is that? That's... Oh, that's the event right now. Which, I'm in the wrong thing.
Tactics. I'm always ready.
Let's just undo that for right now. Where can I go that I'm not going to trigger the thing? Oh, 31. Wait, 31. You mean we were down to 1 Primogem? Wow. Anyways, I was hoping we would have had enough time to go over here and open up some of these. But maybe we'll save that for next episode. Yeah, so maybe after we finish up the event, if it does truly take an hour, like I said, I'm not sure exactly, but we'll probably still have some time left. So after the event in next episode, we'll come over here and try to get some of this stuff here, whatever this is. From those enemies, which we haven't actually come across yet. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's like 3 different versions we gotta find. Well, not find, get from the creature. But yeah, I definitely want to try to fully upgrade this weapon, you know, now while the event's going on, since, like it just said, hold on, at the top of the screen, you know, weapon enhancement, XP bonus during the event. Yeah, I want to take advantage of that, so that's why we're gonna have to go searching for these after we finish the storyline of the event. But like I said in a previous episode, that I want to come over here on camera, so in case anything happens, we'll have it on camera. Because yeah, I'm just so afraid going into a new area because of that. But yeah, so basically expect to start exploring this area in next episode. But it's not going to be like a full exploring thing. You know, we're just basically going to be just running through, unlocking the waypoints while going after those creatures that I just showed a second ago. To get those items I just showed a second ago. So yeah, we're basically going to be just doing the penny tour? I think that's what I phrase it. Yeah. But yeah, expect that for next episode. What's this? Oh, I know what that is. And then also, as I already said, expect finishing up the Windblume Festival storyline in next episode. But anyways, I have decided that it will be 3 events that will definitely show each year, which will be the Windblume, the Lantern-Light, and the Summertime Odyssey events. So yeah, it's just as I can see from this event, it's a lot bigger than I originally thought, and the way how I'm gauging it by size is not just the length, but the fact that we run into so many characters. It literally feels like the other 2 events I mentioned, you know, Lantern-Light and Summertime Odyssey. Whereas, yes, I've gone and I've done some long events before of other types, but they would only have like maybe 1 to 2 characters from the game in the event itself. Yeah. yeah, that's really about it. But yeah. So either way, expect, as I said, Windblume, Lantern Rite, and Summertime each year. And like this year, 2023 already, we've already done Lantern Rite, and this, of course, is going to wrap up the Windblume, next episode. So for 2023, we still have to do the Summertime Odyssey whenever that comes around, which, as of right now, I'm thinking that's July. I don't remember now. I don't remember what month it was last year. Which, say if it was July, for me that's like 4 months away. So hopefully I can try to finish off this season before then. Hopefully, since like I've explained before that the playthrough of this game is on the side. I am normally recording other videos for my channel and stuff, and I have to try to fit this series in when I can. So, yeah. There's that. Alright, well anyways, that's going to be it for episode 15 of Season 6 of Genshin Impact. We'll, of course, be back next time with episode 16, where, like I said, we'll finish up the Windblume Festival event. We'll lightly explore Sumeru's new desert region, just so that, like I said, we can get those materials, those supplies. And beyond that, I don't know what else. Oh, there is one thing. I don't believe it's going to be... No, it's definitely not going to be next episode, because it's going to be too lengthy. It's probably going to take us an hour just to get through this this one thing. Which is, I am definitely now planning on doing the Adventure Rank Ascension 3 extremely soon. I would actually be doing it right now if it wasn't for the event stuff, but maybe this will give me a little bit more time to strengthen up my characters and such, because if I can just wait, as of right now, my time, 3 more... No.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
3 to 4 more days, then I can... where's it at? I can, of course, then go against this boss again and get that piece. Even though, yes, you're probably thinking, wait, how do you get a specific piece? No, it doesn't matter what piece I'll get. I'll use a where's it at? No, wait, this is that stuff. I want... Shouldn't it be in here? Because there's these things. Oh, wait, it should be... There it is. I can use this right here to switch the whatever it is I would get. Which, actually, wait. Like, say if it gave me this, or the other one, which I can't think offhand what character... No, not that one. Wait, what was the other character that had that? It wasn't her, no. No, actually, I think that... No? I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to make sure that I specifically get this one on Monday. When the weekly reset comes in. So I can strengthen Ayaka's sword attacks and stuff. Because we'll be taking her into the Ascension quest. Let's see, who's the... Whoops. Let's see here. The team I'm going to take in is Yelan, which this is actually going to be a twist because originally I was supposed to take Barbara, but I'm going to take in Yelan instead. So Yelan for water, of course Yanfei for fire, Miko for electric, and Ayaka for ice. So that's going to be the team that I'm going to be taking into the Ascension quest thing. And like I said, if I just wait a few more days, then I can at least strengthen Ayaka just a little bit more. Which actually I have been, this is another thing, I have been changing up some more artifacts, some more, which I think in this case would be Ayaka. Yeah, I think I just changed, I just changed 2 of her artifacts from 4 stars to 5 stars, so I'm still working on leveling them up as well. So... in this case, it's her cryo damage, which, yeah, that's very important. I need to get that hopefully up to 20 before we do the Ascension thingy. And crit rate, which, yeah, originally that was a 4-star. Which actually, this one, though, it's a good thing I did switch it over because it not only helped with the crit rate, but also helped with other stats as well. And then... yeah, just either way, just... yeah, I'm making the character stronger. But yeah. So, Ascension Quest soon. And then after Ascension Quest, we'll get back to the story stuff. Which actually what I might do, I might show those videos that I already recorded before we get back to the actual story stuff. So in other words, see, next we were supposed to go to Raiden. But I'm thinking maybe if I just quickly get those 2 videos out of the way. The one that's supposed to show the tactical card game, so you can finally see that, since the game is really talking about it now, since like this event. Yeah, yeah. And Jean/Venti's story quest. So yeah, I need to get them in here and out of the way. So basically, the current schedule as of right now is next episode we'll finish up this Windblume Festival and get the materials for that one weapon. The episode after that will probably be the record... well... it's either going to be Ascension episode, or it's going to be the one recorded video, which I think in this case would be the tactical card game. And then after that, it'll be the other video, Jean/Venti. And then after that, then we'll come back to this for Raiden's story quest, and then just go on from there. I think that's the current schedule. I'm hoping I have that right. I'm just, yeah, I know it always changes every 5 seconds, but I'm just trying to keep it straight for right now. So yeah. Well, either way, whether it happens in that order or not, that what I said will happen this season. Case closed. So just leave it at that, and yeah, I'll just definitely leave it at that. So, but anyways, either way, more Genshin Impact in next episode, and you know the rest. But anyways, again, this is going to be it for this episode. So until next time, keep on gaming.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again.